I'm Mike Dalton, and this is Dalton's Detours. This is Korcula Simplified. So it took about 2.5 hours to get from Split to Korcula. We really only have about a day and a half here, and I haven't done a ton of research at this point, so wasn't really sure what to expect. Luckily, we had a driver taking us to the hotel, so that'll save us a bit of time. Poor man. He has no idea what's coming towards him.
Oh, he knows. He does.
He knows. He's like freaking American big dog. I would definitely recommend the hotel we stayed in, Marko Polo Hotel. Rooms are kind of, they're okay, but the lobby's phenomenal. The views are great. The Hotel Marko Polo is nestled in a scenic location just close enough to Old Town Korcula for a fairly quick walk in. It has a great pool, solid breakfast, but an even better view. For our purposes, this place was perfect.
Go all this way to the main place, or here, next to the bus station and the laundry service, next to the water taxis, here, to finish on the same place.
Looks fake. Are we sure this is real? It's like a backdrop. Not a bad view though. This is about the best. That's probably the best view we've had, right?
Yeah, I'll give this a 3 on the scale of 10.
At least a 3, perhaps a 4. I mean, that's crazy.
That is stupid beautiful.
So I'm more than halfway through the trip. I think I've still got maybe 9 more days. So we're probably hitting the point where this is the longest trip I've ever been on. Not really too tired. My drinking habits are not great right now. Too many beers and so forth, but probably getting about 14,000 steps a day in. So that's been good. Really no snacking. Foods are all been pretty fresh. Spending a lot of money obviously on meals and so on, but yeah, everything's pretty high quality. So right now we're in Korcula. So I've already gone from 2 nights in Graz down to Ljubljana, Zagreb for 5 days, and then I started the tour, and that's a 10-day tour. Right now we're on day 6 of the 10-day tour. So we have 4 days in Dubrovnik starting tomorrow. So really the objective is today is to see, if you're here for a day, what can you do? I do think this is a good stop-off point. The views are incredible so far, so I imagine it'll be enough to do for a day or half day. Is to walk the city wall. Doesn't look as historic when you walk it, but it's unbelievable views. There's tons of restaurants. Prices are reasonable considering where you're sitting. I think the first thing we're going to do before we do anything else is just walk the perimeter of the outside wall. They call it Little Dubrovnik for this reason, because it's got this really cool wall, but it's all pizza places and things now, but it's nice. This is definitely a smaller town, not a big city at all. You can see the coastline on the other side is actually a peninsula from the mainland. So this is something like 3,000 meters from the mainland. And it's not the most visited island by any stretch. Hvar is much more visited than Korcula. So once you walk the perimeter, and again, you could do that to grab a lunch, anything you take is just going to head you up to the St. Mark's Cathedral. So we're going to go up there right now and have a little look. Good place to check out the museum, see the church, the bell tower. So that's kind of a must-do here, I think. Really simple. You have the church area, you have a couple of small chapels, the city museum, San Marcos Pizzeria, and you can walk up the bell tower. So I think that's where kind of all roads lead to that area. So definitely go there.
There is a Korcula history museum nearby, but I decided to go into St. Mark's Cathedral instead. It was only €3, and just like every church in the region, and to be honest, in Europe, it's always amazing to an American's eyes. Attached to the cathedral is the best view in the city, the bell tower. They give you a warning before you go in to make sure you want to spend the €5 to get to the top, because it's a very, very tricky way up. And to be honest, it's not that easy coming down either.
All right. Well, the first part was fascinating. This is a little bit easier. I don't know what this is. Oh, we got more. I'll go down.
No, it's okay. I'll go here. No, I won't.
No, it's okay.
Okay, you can go.
There's a little spot right here. I'll just pull off to the side. Thank you. Oh, no problem. I can get up. I don't know if I want to get down. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. We're still going. Yeah, this is not for the weary. And I'm weary. Holy crap. Oh, I see. Holy shit. Oh. All right. I'm inside. Definitely worth the €5 for the view. I don't know. No, this is not for everyone. Hell, I don't know if this is for me. I mean, kind of stuff. Oh. And the bell's, of course, gonna go. All right, so let's just have a little look. Our hotel's right up there. The mainland is right over there. And we're on top of Old Town. See all the little windy streets. There's another lookout over there. I wonder if that's easier to get into. Shoot, I never even read about that. Anyway. Do a little walk. Assuming I can. I mean, there's the distance, right? It's. I mean, let me put it this way. I'm 6 foot, 55 years old, about 240 pounds. Needs to be less. And I am squeezing through. If you're any bigger than me, I would just go to stay at the San Marco Hotel. So when we were on the perimeter, that's the little hilltop thing. We watched the sunset from over there last night. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna make our way around this last little. Shove my belly. Holy mackerel. Incredibly tight fit. So, heading down, that is the view. I don't really want to look at it, so I'm going to focus on one step at a time. This is where I'm heading. I'll just say that the bell tower, if you don't like heights, if you're bigger than me even, and more out of shape than me, probably should not do it. But there are some other good views. Some of the hotels have views. So you can see right up there. It's definitely old school. Great views, pretty cool. €5 to get in, €3 to get in the church. A little more than the other places I've been, but definitely worth it. I always, you know, I've been talking about this. I like to get to a vantage point, but to be honest, the hotel and the hotel pool and the view from my room was probably good enough for most people. Turn down a side road here. Definitely good enough for me, but you know, who knows if I ever come back here, and I just want to go ahead and check it out. Side streets. something up here that's amazing?
I don't know. We're probably.
The more Jim likes to just test us physically. He's like, there's a hill, I must climb it.
The Massimo Cocktail Bar is a fantastic place to watch the sunset from atop a medieval tower. The drinks weren't very authentic, the prices were fairly high, but it was definitely a unique location.
Yeah, you got video of this. Oh no, I'm videoing it. It defies all gravity and logic. We are going to our doom. You like the sign out there? Go to the top of the tower at your own risk. Wow. Pretty graphic. Go like this. I want to turn it off.
I like this.
Probably start picking up the pace.
Oh, yeah.
Tequila sunrise for the sunset. Same color. Let's see if we can get it in here.
It was the base player from the Bill's good.
You try that, and I'll try the mule.
They disintegrated in the early 90s. I would say
Right, class.
I think it's time as the history teacher in me, I feel the need to talk about Marco Polo here. Obviously, as a history teacher and a person who likes to travel, Marco Polo's a big name in the travel world. I mean, he's no Bourdain, but what are you going to do? And he's kind of the original, right? When we pre-Columbus, Marco Polo had been claimed to have been born here, and it's been in they had a museum, it's been in a lot of the brochures, it's a big advertising thing. Somewhere 10, 15 years ago, they started making discoveries and other people making claims of where he was born, and a lot of his stories. So this is where I don't want to step on Korcula toes, but most historians tend to think he had been born in Venice. Now, the Venetian Empire was large, so you could claim, well, he was born in the Venetian Empire, so therefore Korcula. A lot of biographers have included Korcula in it, and Korcula has embraced that. Now, in the last 10, 15 years, they've even took the museum from being this is where he was born, to there was someone named Polo living here, or it's more of a center of learning about the travels of Marco Polo. I'm going to say this, I don't even think it matters if he was born here. I get why they have to do it. You need to get some advertising. It puts their name on the map. They're competing against other islands like Var and so on. But I would argue the birthplace of Marco Polo, for me, as a history teacher and a person who loves to travel, is dead last on the list of why I would come here. This place is a great stop-off point. It's got great food, perfect views. So, I mean, it's 85 and sunny with low humidity and a nice breeze right now. It's very much a tourist destination, but it's, the architecture itself and the wandering of streets and grabbing little coffees and cafes. And so anyway, the Marco Polo thing, I just think, I wouldn't worry about coming here for that. Come here for all the other reasons. So, that's that.
Class dismissed.
So what am I eating again? Walnuts. Walnut cream. The dough is so soft.
But the walnut cream inside is creamy.
Oh my God. It's definitely dry. I mean, it's supposed to be. Which means I need a cappuccino. If I see that Marco's gelato, I'm getting it. I got a mascarpone gelato with fig. So, no idea. From a place back in this little alleyway. I'm not sure where I am. I'm heading back to the hotel to jump in the pool. Very slick steps. Kind of on an overlook right now. pretty nice. So we're gonna try out this gelato, see how it goes. So this is a first mascarpone. Very different. I'm not sure it's my favorite, but I'm not sure if it's the mascarpone I'm tasting. Maybe it's the mascarpone. I've really never had mascarpone in Barcelona. My favorite croissant of all time. Mascarpone croissant from Hoffman's Patisserie. So if you're ever in Barcelona, that's a must. This is still good. It's very creamy.
As I did with most lunches on this trip down the Dalmatian coast, I got some variation of a Greek salad. The salads in Croatia are spectacular, and this salad did not disappoint. We found a nice little spot near the water and had lunch. Another nice aspect of Croatian food is its proximity to Italy. I've been seeing pizzas in every city I've gone to, but finally in Korcula, I made the decision there was going to be a lot of pizza to be had. First we had some down on the wall, and then watching the Euro Cup games, we had one in St. Mark's Square. Both pizzas were great, combined with a local beer, or at least a Croatian beer. You just can't really go wrong. To my surprise, my favorite Japanese dish, okonomiyaki, was being served at a restaurant called Silk. I even went inside to check to make sure that it was being made the way that I remembered it in Japan. In the States, at least where I live in Ohio, I've yet to see this on any Japanese menu. I can't wait to go back to Japan this coming spring to have it again, but man, the one in Korcula was pretty freaking good. So I had to get it.
So I had okonomiyaki in Korcula, overlooking the ocean, overlooking the Adriatic, I guess. It was amazing. It's definitely worth 100% worth a 24-hour, maybe like we did. We arrived in the afternoon. Hotel had a pool with a view. We went in for some food. We did a little walking tour. And then today we're just taking the day to wander around. And I think that's plenty. 24 hours here, maybe come in on an evening, stay one entire day, head on out to the mainland, maybe head down to Dubrovnik. So in one sense, this is, it's got a lot of things I like. Side streets to wander on. I'm not as much of a beach person. This island does have some good beaches, but I'm very much a, sit by, an ocean view with a big thing of pizza and a beer. Korcula right now has some of the best views I've seen from our hotel room, the pool by the hotel, ship coming in, the lunch we just had. So far, first impressions of Korcula are extremely positive.
This is Dalton's Detours.